Well, hey there, YouTube. I'm Adam. Thanks for stopping by and hanging out with me for a little bit. So today I'm going to take the Lightning Dragon out for its kind of redemption run. Previously, we ran it as the Thunder Dragon. Same car, different body. But it performed terribly. It just didn't handle, had no traction. Um, it just rode like it was rigid. It was not a good experience. Driving it in the grass, I've had a ton of fun with it. Putting it on that hard dirt track, totally different animal. So what we've done is we have some, I think they're DTO three rear wheels with the Schumacher mini pin tires and the yellow compound all the way around. We've taken the preload off of front and rear, so now it is much softer, less resistance, and it's not riding so high. Before it seemed like the whole way around the track it was riding at this height, and now it actually settles down and the A-arms are a little bit flatter. They're not perfectly flat. I would like to have them, down to where they're flat at rest, but I have a fairly thin oil in this, so if you do drop it, it has some chassis flop to it. We'll tinker around. First, I want to run it like this, and then we may put in some fuel tubing inside of the shocks to act as limiters. And, I know a lot of guys use the little Tamiya plastic pieces that come with the kits, and there's no problem with that. I just like the fuel tubing. You can make it whatever length you want, and it's just softens that compression down. When it unloads, instead of that hard plastic to plastic inside of the shock, it's just got a little fuel tubing. Probably makes no difference at all. Personal preference. But anyway, we're going to take it out, see how it does. Probably get some dirt on it. Definitely get some scratches on it because I know I'm going to hit a pipe. But anyway, let's go. So there you go, guys. I think this was a whole lot better of a success story than last time around. So what I'll do is I'll put up at the very end, right before some outtakes, a lap of when it was the Thunder Dragon versus now once we've actually done some things to it. So overall, it did really, really well. Fast lap was a 10:12, and average was a 10:90. And the average would have been a whole lot better, except for I had one goofy lap at 14 seconds that really drug the average down. The average would have probably been, low tens if it wasn't for that. It ran really, really well. That infield, that turf turn, you really still got to kind of watch it on the gas. You definitely have to slow down coming in and take the turn and then get on the gas as you're coming out of the turn, or it just wants to tip up. So I did have one or two practice laps, just trying to figure out what, with the new tires, how it was going to feel in the infield. And I rolled it both times on those two practice laps. And at that point, I was like, you know what? Just run it. So anyways, so let's see where it landed on the leaderboard. It put it back at the top. So that's kind of how I envisioned it. So we now have the Lightning Dragon up top, Plasma Edge 2, followed by the pace car, the Granite, which it didn't make it out there today. I didn't have enough hands to carry everything out there. The previous run of this as the Thunder Dragon is remaining back in 4th place with an 11-second lap. So we shaved off almost a full second for fast lap and 3 full seconds in the average. So the average now was 1090 versus a 1390 before. So much more consistent and quicker lap times with this setup. Rising Fighter is still in 5th at 12 seconds, and Grasshopper in the end with 13.4. So that one will progressively get moved down the list, I'm sure. So I don't think that's too bad. I had to get a new set of wheels, which I think I have about 7 sets of new wheels now. But we won't count that. New set of tires. These tires I got from A-Main for, I think, $13, $14 a pair. And the wheels, I think I got the full set, I got 2 sets for, I think, $12 a pair for the wheels. So, $25 for fronts and $25 for rear, roughly. It's a $50 upgrade. But it turned this into a actual usable track car. Before, it was just frustrating and aggravating and didn't want to do anything I told it to. So as far as the suspension goes, I'm pretty happy with the suspension. I may thicken up the oil just a little bit. I can visibly see it coming down some of the back. I think it was the back stretch. I could see like the wheel was chattering. It was cycling way too fast. So I may put a touch thicker oil in it. One thing I am going to do is upgrade the servo in this. So normally in most of my cars, I run them very infrequently, and they're just kind of tool around the yard fun cars. This one, since it's going to be more track oriented, I am going to upgrade the servo in this to put a little bit faster and a little bit more reliable servo in it. I've noticed occasionally this would develop a drift. When you're out there bashing the yard, if it drifts a little bit or one way or the other, you're not really going to notice it. But when you're on a track situation, you're going down, defined lanes, you really quickly notice that, it's drifting on you as you're going down the straights. And, it's a $5 servo. So I do have some 9 kg low profile, fast speed servos that I'm going to put in this. I'm going to put in the Plasma Edge, and I don't know. I think I bought 3 or 4 of them. But they were pretty cheap on Amazon. I'll link them down below if anybody's interested. Now, I haven't tried them. I've just put it in one and bench tested it, but I haven't driven it yet. So, buy it at your own risk. But anyway, guys, I hope you liked the quick installment, the redemption run of the Thunder Dragon now, aka the Lightning Dragon. Everybody out there, you guys be happy, be healthy, be safe. Enjoy kind of the side-by-side laps coming up, and then, there's some wrecks at the end. See you guys.